Hey, ladies and gents, this is Theo, and today, episode number 7, we're going to be talking about restoring workability in every single area of your life, what that looks like, and what the impact is. Living in a world where nothing is workable, simply because we don't honor the things that we say to ourselves. So stay tuned in and listen up. I'm also going to be providing an update on the 15 Amazing Day Independence Challenge, where today is day 2. And so listen up for that. And I invite you, there's still an opportunity. I invite you to create your own challenge for yourself. And we will talk very soon. Welcome to the Blueprint of Living an Extraordinary Life podcast. My name is Theo Tilton. I'm a licensed New Thought practitioner, public speaker, certified life mastery consultant, and development life coach. Each week, I'm on a mission to provide concrete practices in the art of being and doing and getting that physical, reliable result with a system of support, leaving you moved, inspired, and empowered on your way to living an extraordinary life. Thank you for spending time with me today. Now let's head over to the Blueprint of Living an Extraordinary Life. Well, hello. Today I'm going to be talking about workability and how without workability, nothing works. And specifically, we're going to be talking about restoring workability when workability is out. Now, you could replace the word workability with the word integrity, which simply basically means doing what you say, honoring what you say. Doing what you say is really a part of integrity, but it is not the full definition of integrity. It's one of the things I learned inside of the work that I have done as a participant in the programs at Landmark Worldwide, Landmark Education. And so I'm also going to be giving you an update on the 15 Amazing Day Independence Challenge, where I came up with 15 core practices that I'm either going to be doing or not doing over the next 15 days and practicing them or not practicing them every single day for 15 days. One of which is recording this podcast every single day for 15 days. So today is day 2. I'm going to be doing a review of day 1 and also day 2. And I have some restoring of workability to bring forth for myself. So, what does restoring workability mean? Well, here's the deal. How many times have you said something to yourself and then you do not honor what you said? It could be, I'm going to be going to bed early tonight. Or I'm going to wake up early tomorrow and work out. Or I'm not going to eat sugar today. Or fill in the blank. You've done this. I know you have. We all have. And here's the deal. How many times have we not fulfilled on the thing that we said? I'm not going to eat sugar today. And then all of a sudden, I eat sugar. Or I'm going to bed early. I'm going to be going to bed by 10 p.m. And all of a sudden, it's midnight and I'm still awake. Or I'm going to start my new fitness program today. And I'm going to go to the gym first thing in the morning. And then I wake up and then half the day goes by. And then I'm like, I'll just do it tomorrow. How many times have we done this? What is the impact on your life? What is the impact on the world when we actually say these things and then we do not do what we say, what we're going to do? And we don't even acknowledge the fact that we didn't do what we were saying we were going to do. And that's what today's episode is about. Restoring workability has everything to do with acknowledging what you said, especially when it's not honored. So, I'm going to give you an example. The best example for me to give is this 15-day challenge, day number 1. So there were a few things inside of the 15-day challenge that I did not honor. And I said no sugar, no alcohol, no starch, and that any meal that I had would be a keto meal. There were about 13 other things or whatever that I have on my list that I did do. However, these 1, 2, 3, 4 things I did not do. And I ended up having a drink. I ended up having bread. I ended up having sugar. I ended up having, in those areas, not a balanced keto meal. In fact, on my way home from where I was, I stopped off and I had one of these marshmallow crispy treats. It wasn't Rice Krispie treats. It was like some gourmet company. And I found this at Wawa. I don't even remember the name of it, but it was this enormous brick size. When I say brick size, it was 3 inches by 4 inches by 5 inches. It was this brick, like a brick sized version of a marshmallow crispy treat. And I ate the entire thing, which totally went against what I said I was going to be doing, right? So how many times have we done that in life? The impact of doing something else other than the thing that we say we're going to do starts to plant seeds of distrust, starts to plant seeds of dishonor, starts to plant seeds of lying. You begin to lie. You begin to live with the lie. And you can't even trust the words that come out of your mouth anymore. And so you begin to not want to say yes to things. How many times have you been asked to do something and then you say, no, I can't do that? And it's not that you can't do it. It actually comes down to trusting yourself. Like, I don't want to say yes to things anymore because I can't trust myself to actually fulfill on the things that I'm saying yes to. This is the impact. This is the impact on our life. This is a world that is no longer workable. This is where there's a downward spiral of workability. So how do we restore workability? How do we bring ourselves back to a place where we can eliminate the disempowering context of no workability? Well, here's how you do it. You first acknowledge that you didn't do what you said you were going to do by when you were going to do it. And then you also acknowledge the impact that it has on you because you did not do that, and the potential impact on the world and others around you because you did not do that. And when you get really clear on the impact, you simply allow yourself to let go. Okay, I'm going to let go of that now. And now I'm going to put something in place. I'm going to put something in place so that I will honor my word and honor what I said I was going to do for myself and through myself, as a co-creator in this thing called life. So yesterday, I promised myself that I would not eat sugar, that I would not have any alcohol, that I would not have any starch, that if I had any meal, it would be a keto meal. And all of those things I did not do. I did them for the majority of the day, but when it came down to the entirety of the day, I did not do what I said I was going to do. The impact that it has that on me is that begin to not be able to trust myself, begin to not be able to trust my own word, have the experience that I'm lying to myself, who am I kidding? Begin to experience myself as being weak, begin to experience myself as having no confidence in the things that I can say, begin to experience myself and others around me like I can't trust others. If I can't trust myself, how can I trust anybody else? And knowing that that's a context that I hold, I begin to have a listening of myself, a brand new listening of myself that exists inside of no workability. The phone rings. I may not even want to answer the phone, because how can I answer the phone and talk to that person if I can't even honor myself? Or maybe I answer the phone and I use it as a distraction technique. Let me temporarily distract myself and survive the fact that I'm not honoring who I said I was going to be in the last 24 hours. All of these things that I'm pointing to are the impact. And so what I'd like to say right now is that I completely understand, I get the impact, I get the entire world of what's happening when I don't honor what I say I'm going to do. And now I'm going to put a structure in place to ensure that that happens. So I have a partnership call, a friend, a buddy call, and I'm going to report to my 15-day challenge buddy that I'm going to basically report if I start to feel like I'm lapsing and I'm not honoring what I said. I'm going to give that person a call, or I'm going to send that person a text message and say, hey, listen, I'm starting to feel weakness. I want sugar. I'm going to send them a message. Hey, I need some motivation. I'm sensing that I want sugar. And I'm going to ask that person to hold me accountable. So that's one structure I'm going to put in place to uphold my accountability and restore workability. So that is what restoring workability looks like. How many times have you scheduled a meeting and then you show up late? When we do something like that, when we say, hey, I will meet you at 11:30 a.m., and then you are there at 11:45, and then we continue to operate. Like, we may even say, oh, I'm so sorry for being late. I was stuck in traffic, right? And then we do it again, and then we do it again, and then we do it again. And then there's always an excuse. There's always something there to blame why we're late, right? This is having absolutely no workability. This has no integrity whatsoever. It begins to alter the listening of yourself and the listening of others that they have of you. They have of you, and they begin to have lowered expectations expectations of you, of your performance, and who you say you are in the world. So the best way to restore workability in that situation is just completely acknowledging, hey, listen, I'm late. I'm 15 minutes late. We said that we were supposed to meet. I promised I was going to meet at 11:30 a.m. That did not happen. The impact is it has me feeling like I'm scatterbrained. I feel like I can't even honor a very simple word like being on time. And the impact for you is that you're sitting here waiting for me to show up. There's other things that you could be doing with this time. It shows up as disrespect for your time. I want you to know that I absolutely do not disrespect your time. I honor your time. Your time is very valuable. And what I'm going to put in place, if for some reason I find myself not being able to honor an appointment on time, I will call you. I will do everything I could possibly do to give you a warning 15 minutes ahead of time so that you know that I'm running late if I happen to be running late, and restore the workability of that relationship. So if we don't do this at all, if we do not acknowledge it at all, it goes under the radar and it continues to operate years into the future. Years. A person could be late for something once or twice, 3 times, 4 times. All of a sudden it becomes to be a context of living for that person. Oh yeah, I can't, I always, whenever I invite that person to a party or whatever, I always tell them to be here 30 minutes earlier than everyone else because I always know that they're going to be 30 minutes late. So people begin to alter their world around you because you don't honor who you say you are. And it actually has more workability. It has more integrity for you to be honest about that. Hey, listen, I say that we're going to meet at 11:30. Historically, I know that I'm late. I know that I can't be trusted. So let's make it 11:30, but chances are I'll be there by 11:45. It actually has more workability and more integrity for you to say it like that to the person and be upfront about it than it is to never say anything. Yeah, I'll be, thanks for the invitation. 6 o'clock. Yeah, I'll probably be there by 7. If you know that that's correct, like if your intention is to try to be there by 6, but it's never going to happen, and then you're going to be there by 7, let them know, yeah, I'll probably be there by 7. All right? And then if you're going to be showing up at 8, let them know, hey, listen, I thought I was going to be there by 7, but it looks like I'm going to be there by 8. Let them know. Don't just let them be hanging. And take responsibility for the words that you use. All right, so that's enough about workability, restoring workability, and what it means and what the impact is on your life and how you can potentially alter things in your life to always be restoring workability wherever you possibly can. Because without workability, nothing works. All right? Update, 15-day challenge. Whew. All right. So I'm weighing in at 233 pounds, and at 22% body fat. I'm going to be giving you an update on that every single day to show you the power of how these subtle changes can make in your life. Today is day 2. I've already given you an update on day 1, how I did not follow the no starch, no sugar, no alcohol. However, today I have followed everything to the T, including creating this podcast. So if you are looking for a list of things that are on my list, I can post that if you'd like. And that is the update. I'm looking forward to day number 3. I am excited about how the jump rope is going to go. The challenge I have for the jump rope is I started at 2 minutes, and that I'm going to be adding an additional minute every single day. So today was 3 minutes. Tomorrow is supposed to be 4 minutes. This is quickly going to be probably the most challenging of all of the 15 items. So we'll see. We will see. I might, at some point, need to break it down into 2-minute intervals and then take a 30-second break. But I will complete the total time. So by the end of the 15 days, I will have 2 minutes plus the additional 14 minutes. That's a total of 16 minutes of jump rope. So I might need to do that in 8 2-minute intervals. I'll keep you posted on that. As far as the 1 gallon of water per day, I'm already on target. Getting 8 hours of sleep, I'm already on target. Plan on being in bed in the next 2 hours. And I'm looking forward to showing some specific weight loss and body fat loss impacts that I can share with you. I'm already feeling confidence. Doing my handstands, something that I really have not been able to do really well. And my goal is, after the 15 days, is to be able to do an independent, without any support behind me, handstand outdoors, and hold it for 15 to 20 seconds, possibly even 30 seconds. So that is the goal. So before I go, I have some announcements. Tomorrow, Sunday, June 21st at 11 a.m., I will be a Zoom guest speaker on the Zoom broadcast for Unity of Sussex. You can probably find that on Facebook Live for Unity of Sussex. Here in New Jersey, I'll be the guest speaker on Zoom for their Sunday service. Also coming up, I am doing a vision workshop webinar on Zoom. That'll be on Monday, June 29th between 7:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. And I'll also be starting a Dream Builder course. I will take 5 brand new participants. That will start on Tuesday, the 7th. It'll be in the evenings. And I will also be starting a life mastery course, which is a 6-month course. And that will start on Wednesday, July 8th. And that'll be between 7 and 8 p.m. on Wednesday evenings. So those are my announcements. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Talk to you tomorrow. Well, I'll have a new update on the 15-day challenge. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me and listening to today's episode. I trust that there is something that you experienced on today's podcast that has left you touched, moved, and inspired. I would love to connect with you. If you're an Anchor member, you can leave me a message and leave any kind of question that I can answer on future podcasts. If you'd like to hear more about Life Mastery, Dream Builder, or other personal development programs that I coach with my clients, you can email me directly at theo@theotilton.com, and you can find me on all social media channels, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. My handle is Theo Tilton. Also, you can find me on Facebook at Theo Tilton Coaching. Thank you.